At UTLA, I am constitutionally responsible for the connection with UTLA and our state affiliate, the California Federation of Teachers, and our national affiliate, the American Federation of Teachers. And we are part of those state and national work and campaigns. I am also responsible at UTLA for some of the bargaining and negotiations, some of our work organizing charter teachers, and some of our work with parent community engagement. I think that in the last 6 years, more and more women have become active in UTLA at the elected leadership level. We currently have 4 of our 7 full-time citywide release officers that are women in UTLA, and they just got elected. We have a majority of women on the board of directors now, and I think that that's a good thing because 70% of UTLA membership, 70% of the people teaching children in Los Angeles are women. I think that most of the meetings have had a majority of men in them, and I think that the women who are at leadership levels have responsibility to provide some opportunities for women to come into leadership roles. Some of that would be providing childcare as necessary. Some of that would be providing opportunities to get experience, to see how the union works, and to see how decisions are made. So those of us who are at an officer level are consciously trying to allow opportunities to younger and newer and different leadership, and actually women and members of color coming into positions of decision making in the union. I think I did 70%, almost 70% of the UTLA members are women. Women become teachers. It's a traditionally female role. Unfortunately, it's also been traditionally underpaid for the amount of education that we have. I think that there have been some analysis that I agree with. It has been easy to dismiss the role of a teacher as an important position to be paid a salary based on their educational background because they have been women, and because in history women have been supplemental breadwinners and not complete breadwinners of the family. I think we have to do a better job of standing up and saying that with my education, with my experience, and the job that you asked me to do, I need to have equal pay on a professional level. UTLA's new leadership came in as a team, as a diverse team, ethnically, gender, and age. And I think that's going to be the strength of our leadership, along with the goals that we have of integrating our organizing with members and integrating our organizing with parent and community around the schools that Los Angeles students deserve. You do not just win what you ask for by asking. You have to organize and you have to build power to take what you want to get change. And I think the children of LA need change in their schools. And I think that this new leadership needs to consciously, and I think we are, figuring out the ways of engaging our members, talking to teachers, and asking teachers to talk to the parents so that schools are built up the way students need them to be, and the way parents and communities feel that they will best serve student need. Our affiliates, our state level affiliate, CFT, and our national affiliate, AFT, they provide us with resources, money sometimes for positions, sometimes money for campaigns that we're running, but also the leadership on a state and national level that says these are important issues that we need to deal with. Common Core, standards, the testing regime that we have, the way that students are disciplined, safety in our schools, along with issues about instruction and curriculum and professional development. So our state and national organizations help us develop positions, support our positions, and then provide some leadership and guidance for some of those positions. They also help us connect with other cities, statewide and nationwide, that may be having some of the same problems and concerns. Money for schools on campaigns like that, and for issues that are important to teachers and how teachers serve their students. UTLA is made up of teachers, and teachers see students and their families every day. So UTLA's position on immigration comes from the heart, comes from how students relate to their teachers and that relationship that we have. So it doesn't matter the immigration status. Immigration status doesn't matter to teachers when a child walks through their classroom door. What matters is what that child needs, and how can a teacher bring the most resources and help for that student to learn. So for UTLA's position on immigration, we have to say we're standing to help teachers fight for the resources that their students need. That UTLA has to say, if families and students and teachers come together, we're going to provide services for the best education for every child. Now, that being said, UTLA is working with our other labor partners, the AFL-CIO, working on immigration reform. We do support keeping families together. We support the pathway to citizenship that I think the AFL-CIO, the County Federation of Labor, and other labor unions are actually asking for. We stand with that battle for immigration reform for our students. What research shows us is the greatest single determiner of success in school is socioeconomic status. We know that children who live in poverty do not do as well in school. We know that. UTLA has taken a position for living wage for parents in Los Angeles, working with the County Federation of Labor for a living wage, working with other labor unions. SEIU employees in Los Angeles Unified School District just negotiated a pathway to a $15 an hour living wage for those workers. We believe that that's the right thing to do to provide living wages to the parents of our children. We know that there should be other services provided, and so along with educational emphasis, we're trying to say that the school district has a responsibility to provide services for students and families as they need, so that if a child or a family needs help with medical, if a child or a family needs help with counseling, if a child or a family needs help with tutoring, those kind of services should be provided through the local school site. Your school should be a community service place, and that teachers are part of that, and that teachers are advocates for that. The message to the community, I'd like to tell parents thank you for what you do for your children every day. And I know you don't always get thanked, but making sure that they get up in the morning and go off to school and have a good breakfast, making sure they try every day. Those are things that teachers appreciate. And as a union member, I thank parents who are watching this and listening and thinking about how to help their children and how we can all work together to help children in Los Angeles.